Public sector unions have rejected the government's offer to settle a dispute over a pay raise promised to them during the recession. Another round of talks between the sides failed on Tuesday. The government offered unions a 2% hike in January, followed by another 2% the following December, and the repayment of the 100 million kuna debt for 2016 in 2 installments over the next 2 years. Unions want 3% in January and another 3% in July, as had been agreed in a deal struck in 2009. Unions were initially promised a 6% raise once the economy started growing again. Although this has happened, the government says it is bound by fiscal constraints, the goal of reducing the deficit and public debt. At a conference on European security, Defense Minister Damir Krstičević stated that complex security challenges required coordinated action by all EU member states. He also said that the stability of neighboring countries affected Croatia's stability as well. Defense spending is set to increase under the 2017 budget by 9%. The minister said that the money would be used to improve the living and working conditions of those in the armed forces. Agriculture Minister Tomislav Tolušić is touring meat industry plants in northern Croatia today. The visit comes in the wake of a salmonella scare which forced the authorities to step up inspections. The inspections found several more cases of salmonella and foods that were unfit for consumption. Tolušić said that the heightened measures would remain in place until all meat products met the required criteria. Meat producers say media coverage of the salmonella scare has hurt their businesses. Ahead of Human Rights Day, December 10th, Ombudsman Lora Vidović organized a meeting to address human rights in the healthcare system. She pointed out that the state must provide healthcare to everyone, which is not the case in practice. Elderly people living in remote areas such as the islands often do not have access to proper health care, she said. She is calling for incentives for medical professionals and institutions in isolated rural areas. This would mean investing in healthcare facilities and extending extra benefits to doctors and nurses to take up jobs outside of the major urban centers. Dinamo will play their final test in the Champions League this season against Juventus in Turin tonight. The Italian champions need a win to secure the top position in Group H. Dinamo have suffered 5 consecutive losses in the group stage and have yet to score a goal. Croatia's water polo team defeated France 14-9 on Tuesday in round 2 of the World League. Shetka led Croatia with 3 goals. Their next game is against the Netherlands on January 10th. Low clouds and fog will linger this afternoon in the north and along Istria's western shore. The rest of the country can expect mostly sunny skies with only a few patches of clouds. Winds will be mostly mild inland. Northeasterly winds on the coast will fall in the evening, but gusts will remain strong over the next few hours. Highs for the day will range from 1 to 6 degrees Celsius in the interior and from 10 to 15 degrees on the coast. Temperatures will rise slightly over the next few days in the interior, but there is a chance of lingering fog in the valleys. There will be mild breezes on Thursday and Friday in most areas and a moderate southwesterly in the mountains. Cloudier skies are expected on the coast later this week, especially on the north and central sections of the shore, where there is a chance of low clouds and fog. Thursday morning will be quite cool, but winds will remain relatively mild over the coming days.